Welcome to Viral Heap Gymnasium, where we're bringing you the Snowflake Lobos versus the St. Johns Redskins wrestling. St. Johns is starting off with senior night, and they're getting ready to introduce the senior wrestlers.
Well, wish we had a great big crowd. It wasn't been this COVID thing. Nevertheless, these seniors are working their tail off, and we're real glad to have them in the crowd. First one I'd like to announce is Dion Perry. By his parents now in Duel. And we're glad that Dion came over from the dark side. Dion's having a great season and we look forward to finishing off that way. Next up, we have Jason Larson. Larry and Megan Larson, his parents. Jason worked his way into the varsity lineup, been working many years at this, doing a great job. Appreciate Jason Larson. Next up we have Jacob Skousen. With his parents. Appreciate Jacob and his hard work through the hard work program. Next up we have Peter Casey. His parents are Brian Sherrell. Peter's been in our program for a long time, like a couple of these guys have worked and finally got into the varsity lineup. Been behind some really tough guys over the years and having some success. It's really good to see. Next up we have Ren Crosby. His parents Carson Police. I'm a little prejudiced, but we can't have too many Crosbys on the team. And we're glad Ren decided to join us in high school. It's been great to have him, get to know him. Appreciate he and his parents' support. Next up we have Slade Nevin with his parents. Slade came to us as a sophomore and spent a lot of time in this last year in the weight room and on the mat. Off-season practices improved tremendously. Great job, Slade. Next up we have Gage Heap with his mother Liz. Unfortunately, Gage tore out his knee in football. He was third at the state tournament last year. He was a great leader for us from day one. We really missed him being on our team this year. We feel terrible that he can't compete, but what a great kid. He has a lot of great things ahead. Appreciate Gage. Next up, we have another one from the dark side. And we're, glad to have him too. Nicholas has been great. Nicholas Patterson, first year for us. Appreciate him and his effort because they're working hard every day. Next up, we have Alex Pettit. Alex coming in style. Alex, the first year wrestler for us here, and working hard every day. Glad to have him. As you can tell, that's a lot of seniors. And these guys, you don't have to push them too hard. They're pretty motivated, work their tail off every day, expect great things out of them the rest of the season at the state tournament. Go get them.
Thank you, Coach Crosby, and let's get one more hand with these seniors. Wonderful senior bunch. They'll be successful in anything they do going forward.
That's the senior class for the St. Johns Redskins. 9 seniors, and one of the seniors, obviously Gage Heap, with the messed up knee, isn't able to wrestle, but he is the voice of Redskin wrestling here on Legacy Teen Productions. We're grateful to have him and his knowledge. I'd like to give a shout out to our camera crew tonight. We have JB Angler volunteering on the cameras on the floor. TJ is also going to be on the camera on the floor. Caden Castleberry, the man, the myth, the legend, on the top camera. Victor Chavez running the switcher and getting us all the great shots and keeping things rolling. So we'll be back with you here shortly when the wrestling begins.
Well, we wanted to give a little love.
Forgot you placed third at state. I don't know which telephone I grabbed.
If we could have everybody please stand at this time and face our nation's flag for the singing of the national anthem by St. John's student J.C. Shirts.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that.
Welcome back to Earl Heap Gymnasium and the wrestling meet between the St. Johns Redskins and the Snowflake Lobos. Looks like we're in for a great night of wrestling tonight. Paul Hancock here with the voice of Redskin Wrestling, Gage Heap.
AIA protocols require masks. If the poor kids have to wear the masks to wrestle, then all the rest of us do as well. We appreciate your help in this matter. Thank you very much.
There we go.
So what are we looking at tonight, Gage?
We got two great teams tonight. both St. Johns and Snowflake are always stout, and this is always a fun duel to attend. And I expect it to be pretty close. Seems like both teams fill out pretty good, and I'm excited to see how it ends up.
I agree. It should be a fun night. You know, St. John or Snowflake Lobos coming off of the 3A football championship. And a lot of times teams with great football programs have great wrestling programs as well. They seem to work well together. St. John's coming off a semifinal loss in football. So, you know, it seems to be a good battle getting ready to happen here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like we're going to start out with JV matches, and I don't have the names of the JV Snowflake wrestlers, but for St. John's we have Grant Crosby, and immediately Snowflake comes out, shoving a little bit, pushing, and comes in on a low single leg. Grant's trying hard to defend it, really pushing on that head, getting his hips back. He gets off that leg, and he hooks an ankle. He might get around for his 2 if he can get his other hand back. And there it is. There's the 2 points. And it looks like he's got a wrist tied up, but Snowflake is moving good on bottom, looking for switches, staying good on his base. Looks like Grant's got him tied up right there and is looking for a move. And Snowflake's going to base back up. Grant's going to try a tilt, but he rolls back over. He's got that wrist tied up, but he's just trying to get something solid off of it. Snowflake's doing a good job just working his basics on bottom, making sure to get those wrists out, getting up to his base. Really hard work on bottom by Snowflake. It looks like Grant's looking for a chicken wing right there, and he's going to get it tied up, and now he's trying to run it, but Snowflake's pretty quick on bottom. And he's going to get him turned right there. He's getting his back points. Ref's counting. Doesn't look like he's seeing anything for a pin yet. And Grant's got 30 seconds, and he pins him right there. That's a good job. That Snowflake wrestler was pretty fast, moving around. Real good. Grant had a hard time keeping up with him on top, but he stuck him.
Yeah, see, the lighter weights seem to be the quick weights.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of action, a lot of movement, and just a lot of fun to watch them get after it.
For sure. So next up from St. John's, we have a senior. Tonight is St. John's senior night, so all the seniors are in white singlets. We have Alex Pettit wrestling for St. John's against Snowflake. Snowflake comes in on a 2-on-1. He's trying to circle around, and he's going to get around for 2. Oh, I don't know if the ref, there we go. He awards his 2 points. And Alex stands up, trying to get away, get his escape point, and he's got those hands broken. He does. There's his 1. Alex trying to snap him, got some heavy hands, both clearing ties pretty good. Hand fighting, moving, and we'll see if any of them can get a shot off of it. Alex goes in for a single leg, trying to cut around that corner. He picks it up. He's really got a lot of pressure on it, Snowflake does. Alex is going to have to slide his knees and get his hips under it if he wants to pick it up. Snowflake's really working to get it out, and still nothing, and he's going to break his grip and get free. Looks like he's looking to snap him down, and he's just going to circle around right there. Doing a good job when he's on top, just circling right around, and Alex isn't quite able to keep up right there. And I think we're going to start over so they can readjust their masks. So St. John's will go down on bottom, and Snowflake will cover right there. They start. Alex goes for a stand-up, he gets swung back down, and Snowflake puts in a half. We're looking to get heavy on it. Alex pinches it off, making sure he's not getting anything on him. And it looks like Snowflake's got that hammer lock right there. Alex bases back up, and Snowflake's going to let go of it. He's got a deep, tight waist now. Looks like he's trying to tie some wrists up. Get him turned over. It looks like he's trying to sink into chicken wing right now. Here it comes, and he's going to try to flip Alex over right there. Alex is working hard to stay off his back. Oh, he's got him pretty tight right there, though. Alex is bridging pretty good. Trying to flip over. Oh, he's on his... And he's going to be saved by the clock. But there's 3 more points for Snowflake. That makes it 7-1.
That's a great period by the Snowflake wrestler. Was able to get him down, get some back points. Did let him get up once, but got him back down.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely hard work on top, getting lots of points. Got 7 points right there just in the first period. And it looks like St. Johns is going to go ahead and go on top for the second period. Got a pretty deep tight waist right there, and he's going to try to suck Snowflake back on top of him. Maybe not the best position. Snowflake's going to take advantage and get a reversal right there, so that's 2 points for Snowflake. He's got a wrist tied up, and he's going for a ball and chain. But Alex is trying to get out of it. Looks like he's giving him a half right there. And he's got him sucked up pretty tight. Alex is going to have to work hard, really bridge right now. Slide that arm through and get his shoulders off the mat. Looks like Snowflake's got it pretty tight, and there's the pin.
It's a great match by the Snowflake wrestler, dominating that one from the start.
Yeah, he did a great job on top. Really got to work and got what he wanted right there. All right, looks like another JV match from St. Johns. Looks like they're sending out Jackson Greer. And it sounds like Fish from Snowflake will be wrestling Jackson, and they'll go ahead and get started. Jackson comes in with some heavy hands right off the bat. Really coming in, gets in for a shot. Isn't successful, dives in again. Snowflake covers on top, trying to pancake him. He's going to try to circle, but Jackson's quick, grabs onto that leg and is trying to power right through it. He's really bulldozing through that, but Snowflake stays controlled, and he's going to circle around and get his 2 takedown.
That's great patience on the Snowflake wrestler. You know, Jackson's being tenacious, getting after it. Snowflake wrestler's just holding off and sees his spot and makes a move.
Yep. And Jackson goes for a stand-up. He gets swung back down. Looks like Snowflake's got some wrists tied up right there. Heavy pressure up top. And he's getting swung around. Jackson is trying to stand up, but staying a little too tall. Looks like Snowflake's got real heavy pressure up there on his head. Jackson's head is on the mat. There he goes. He goes ahead and picks it up. And it looks like Snowflake's trying to sink a leg in, isn't quite going to get it. He's got an arm behind the back. Jackson stands up. He's got to get his arms out. And Snowflake's going to mat return him right there. Working hard. Trying to get Jackson turned over and get some back points, but Jackson makes sure he's not giving anything up. And Jackson's trying to build back up to a base right there. Trying to score. Looks like Snowflake's got a chicken wing in on him. He's got him up high. Oh, he's got good pressure right there. Looks like he's getting him turned over, and ref's giving him his back points. Jackson's going to have to sink his arm through, and they're going to go ahead and call a pin right there. So there's one more for Snowflake.
It was a great match. Snowflake, we're going into the last 30 seconds. It's 2-0. Snowflake is able to get him turned and get the pin with about 8 seconds left. Great finish to that one for Snowflake for sure.
Yeah, good chicken wing. He did a good job of really getting pressure on his shoulder up to his head and getting him turned over right there just at the very end. So next up we have another JV match. From St. Johns we have Ivan Wood. And they're going to tie up real heavy right off the start. Looks like Ivan's trying to clear that elbow. Working hard trying to move it. Trying to clear those ties so he can open up for a shot. It's like Snowflake gets in deep on a single leg. He's going to swing him right down. Might be able to get him to his back. He's got a half in right there. And he's going to sink it up pretty deep. St. John's is on their back. They're looking to have to fight. Oh, he's bridging hard right there. Got to keep working though. Can't stop. Snowflake's got that tied up real tight. Looks like Ivan's trying to sink his arm through. And there's the pin.
Snowflake wrestler showed a lot of quickness on that one, just spinning past him, taking him to the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a quick takedown right there. Really showing some speed, even for some bigger guys, pretty fast. All right. So it looks like that's the end of JV, and we'll go ahead and head into the varsity part of this duel. And they're going to start out at 106. Snowflake is going to receive a bye with Daxton Harris. And next up at 113, they'll receive another bye with Garrett Flake. So that's going to make it 12-0 right off the bat. Snowflake on top before we start any matches. All right, now it looks like headed out at 120 from St. Johns, we have Parker Johnson versus Troy Kinlinchie from Snowflake.
We have Kinlinchie from Snowflake against Parker Johnson from St. Johns.
And I believe this kid, Kinlinchie, wrestled at Joe City. I recognize him. And I'm pretty sure he took state last year. Pretty tough wrestler. Must have gone to Snowflake. And we'll see what he has tonight. Looks like he's trying to get a fireman's right there, and he's still got that elbow sucked up tight. Looks like he's probably going to go in for a screwdriver. Nope, he's going to switch off to a half and try to cradle him up right there. He's going to get his knee tied up with it too, and he's trying to flip him over. There it is. Doesn't look like ref's seeing enough for back points yet. Not quite to his back. Parker's doing a good job of really trying to fight out of that. That's a tough spot. And there it is. He's got it tied up pretty tight right there. Parker's really kicking, trying to get out of that. And it looks like he's going to. But Snowflake's making sure he's not getting anywhere with it. He's got that tied up pretty tight. Parker's working hard not to give up that pin.
You know, Parker's worked hard this year. He's had the short end quite a few times, but he's worked hard and he's improved each match.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And it looks like he's back up to a base, and he's not quite going to get his escape. He's still hanging on tight to that leg. Getting turked right now. Snowflake's got a deep turk in. There's his back points. Ref's signaling him. And looks like he's just looking to stack up points right now. Got another half deep. Parker's still making sure he's not giving up that pin. Oh, that's pretty tight though. Snowflake's definitely got that sucked up. In a good spot to pin, but only 5 seconds left. Let's see if he can get it.
See if Parker can hold on.
And that's going to be the end.
Well, great job by the Snowflake wrestlers. Had Parker down and on his back and close to a pin a couple of times, and Parker's able to fight back. So
Yeah, he had him on his back the whole match, but Parker was making sure he wasn't giving up that pin. Definitely don't want to. Last thing you want is to give up 6 points to the other team. St. Johns is going to go ahead and start on top. And Snowflake's going to go ahead and reverse it. Looking for a half. Pretty heavy on the head right there. Looks like he's trying to stack him up, but Parker's staying flat right there. And looks like he's syncing up a chicken wing. Trying to reach for the other wrist. And he's going to let go of it and go in for a half. Parker bases back up, and he's going to get him in a chicken wing and stack him up right there. Parker rolls out of it. And now he's going to run that chicken wing hard. And Parker's trying to switch his hips up on top, but he's got that arm stuck, so he can't get around. And Parker's got to work right there. He's stacked up now, and there's the pin for Snowflake. Pretty tough. Got a lot of points before he got the pin. I think he got up to 13 before he actually got that. So that's good work by Snowflake.
I believe they
right off.
Was at 13, and would have had the technical if Parker could have got out, but he had that arm pretty tight in there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All right, so next up at 126, we have Deion Perry from St. Johns versus Kai Owens from Snowflake. They come in to tie up, and Snowflake gets in on a single. Deion's going to pull him back up. It looks like Snowflake's going to try and throw. Deion's looking for an inside trip. Snowflake reaches back in for a single, but isn't going to get it, and they're going to work out of it. Both tied up still. Snowflake's giving them good level changes, keeping those hands tied up. Goes back in for a single. He's got it pretty deep right there. Dion's whizzering hard. And he's going to reach up to a hip. Looking for maybe a throw again from Dion. And nice takedown by Snowflake right there. And he's going to come right to the elbow, trying to get that wrist. And Dion's going to stand up right there and drive right through it. And there's a reversal for St. Johns. Snowflake's hitting a knee slide right up to a stand-up. Dion's trying to hook that leg. Probably not. They're starting back over with Snowflake on bottom. 2-2 right now, tied up. Dion grabs that ankle so he can't stand up, ties up a wrist. Snowflake stands up, and Dion's going to mat return him right there. Looking for a Turk right there. Maybe trying to lift up that knee. But Snowflake's got good hips, not giving it to him. Might switch right there. And Dion's just going to drop in and use that as a single leg, and he's going to run him right out of bounds. And they'll go back to the center. St. John's on top. And Snowflake goes for a stand-up. He's going to get mat returned. Dion's in there with the head lever, trying to get that wrist pulled back. Trying to get him flattened out a little bit, but Snowflake's doing a good job of keeping it away from him. He's got his knee slid up and back in for a stand-up. Trying to break that tie and get his escape. Hits a switch, but Dion's doing a good job of following. He's got a chicken wing right there. Break him down and get to work with it. Snowflake's doing a good job of standing up, though. Real tough on bottom.
Yeah, the Snowflake kid, obviously very tough, very strong. He's able to make Dion work for everything, and Dion's making the Snowflake kid work. This is a great match.
Yeah. Snowflake's stood up more than he's on his knees, I think, right now. And he's stood back up, and Dion's going to mat return him right there. And Snowflake stands right back up, and that's the end of the first period. 2-2 right now.
Great job by both wrestlers not to give up any points late in the period and go into the second period tied at 2.
Yeah. Looks like St. Johns is going to choose bottom for the second period. And Snowflake will cover. And looks like he's getting him broken down. Dion's going to go ahead and stand up and get away, and he gets his one escape, but Snowflake comes deep in on a single. He's going to return him down, and there's his 2 points. Dion's making sure not to give up any back points off of it. Gets back over. Snowflake's trying to get that arm bar, isn't quite going to get it. Oh, and he's going for a half right now. It looks like he's got lots of pressure on him. Maybe go in for a cradle. Dion's trying to keep his head up. Keep his head up and get his knee back, and he's going to get a reversal, go in for a power half. And really got to get a lot of pressure on that head to get that power half, and Snowflake's doing a good job of keeping his head up and just sliding his knee and standing right up. So that's definitely a tough move for Dion. Power half right there. It looks like Dion's contact came out. I don't know if they're going to try to put it back in or just leave it, and they're going to leave it. And so Snowflake will go back on bottom and hits a switch right there. Dion's trying hard to run through it, and looks like, oh, that's tough. Dion's got to keep his hips up right now, make sure Snowflake doesn't get on top of him. Trying to stay sucked up a little bit, hooking him with that leg. He's just got to kind of squirm right there and get his hips out. And that's what he's working to do. Looks like he's going to get it. Snowflake's still got that leg, though. Dion might use that to his advantage. But it looks like he's wanting a power half real bad right there. He's got a lot of pressure on his head now. And he's going to let go of it. Looking for a head lever. Snowflake's going to knee slide to a stand-up. Trying to get his hips away and switch. Dion's going to hold on to it. He's trying hard to break that wrist down, but Snowflake's doing a good job of just going to a tripod and knee sliding and getting out of there. hasn't given up any points on bottom right now, I don't think. Looks like Dion's got a chicken wing in, though. He's going to have to run it because he's about out of time. And that's going to be the end of it. So we got 1 period left right here. 5-4, St. John's on top. Close match. See who has more heart.
A tremendous match. You know, the big difference is the escape that Dion got early.
Yep. Yeah, right off the bat. They're going to go back to neutral. Snowflake chooses neutral, and we'll see who can get this takedown right now. Dion's starting to move a little bit. Both of them are staying real low. Good position. They have both hands tied up. Snowflake goes in for a single and has him on his back. Might be getting some back points. And I don't think they're going to give him any. We'll see if they do. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Looks like he might have that arm bar. Dion's got to get out and get some points right now because he's down by 1. Snowflake's got that hammer lock right there. Dion's got to get moving. And he's going to reach through. Oh, man, that's tough for Dion. He's got to get to work. There he goes. He gets his hips up. Trying to get his hips away. He's got to get his head up and get to work. Snowflake's really got a lot of pressure on him. Be careful he doesn't show his back right there. And Snowflake's just tough on top right now. Dion's going to try to switch. He's got to keep moving, though. He can't stop. He goes to a stand-up, trying to get his leg away. And there's his escape. There's 1 point. It's 6-6.
Oh,
we got 40 seconds left. Somebody's got to score. And Snowflake's giving him shots. Dion's defending. They got their hands tied up. Dion's got to start attacking. I don't think he's taking a real shot yet. Snowflake gets in on another single leg. He's got it tied up, and he's going to take Dion down. And he's on his back, getting some back points. Not enough for any, though. He's going to get a chicken wing and see if he can finish him off right here. Dion's got to get out of that. He's got 10 seconds left. He can still get some points right now, but he's got to get to work. 5 seconds, and Snowflake's looking to get him to his back. And that's going to be the end of a great match right there. Snowflake finishes on top 8-6.
Great match by the Snowflake wrestler. Just kept at it, you know, on the bottom for most of 2 periods, and was able to get enough points in the 3rd period to get the win.
Absolutely.
Great job.
Yeah, he did not give up. It's a lot of tenacity by Snowflake right there. And next up at 132, we have Wesley Scarborough from St. Johns versus Levi Ucatil from Snowflake.
I tell you, Wes, he's got double joints everywhere, I think, maybe even triple joints. The guy could get in the weirdest positions, the weirdest angles, and come out of it. It's amazing. He's like a real-life Gumby.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. He just has his own style. He just does his own thing, and it works. And it looks like Snowflake's going to get in on a single leg. Wesley's trying to stretch him out, gets a crossface right there. He's got an ankle tied up, too, trying to drive him right over it, and he's going to get 2. He's got a deep tight waist right there. Wesley likes that. Trying to chop his wrist. Break him down. It looks like he's got it tied up. And we'll see what he goes for. He's just trying to drive him right over the top of it right now is what it looks like. And he's going to switch off to a chicken wing. Start running it. He's got to grab that wrist before he can do it, though. He's just going to reach right over the top. He's still got the chicken wing tied up. Snowflake's trying to stand up.
Wes has 15 feet of arm down there, too.
Yep, he does. And Snowflake's just trying to reach over the top, and he might get him if Wesley doesn't keep his hips up. And looks like Wesley's going to stay on top right there. Snowflake's really sucking down hard on that arm. And Wesley's going to get free of it. He's got a leg in right now. Looks like he's going to go for a half. Snowflake's going to stand up and return back down, but they're going to call that a dangerous position, so they'll return back to the middle. And St. John's will cover. So we'll flinch right off the bat, and they'll go ahead and start. Wesley gets a wrist tied up, trying to break him back down. Looks like he's going to try to work a hammer lock. He's got to drive him back off of his base, though, flatten him out. And Looks like a Wesley special right now. I'm not sure what the heck that is.
Wesley special.
He's got his leg over his head. Snowflake's pretty flexible not to just give out right there.
I tell you, these old bones would have broken half at that move right there if Wesley would have tried to put that on me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And they run out of bounds, so they're going to go back to the center right now. Wesley's got that. Oh, looking for a wrist. And that's the end of the first period, so it'll stay 2-0. Snowflake's not giving up any points on bottom.
I tell you, Snowflake's extremely tough wrestlers. They're very defensive. You know, West's been on top pretty much the whole period and only has 2 points to show for it.
Oh, yeah, Snowflake definitely has some great coaching, some stout kids. They definitely get to work. And they've shown it so far tonight. Great wrestling so far.
Absolutely.
Wesley's trying to shoot in on some ankle picks. Isn't quite getting him. It looks like Snowflake's going to return an ankle pick and might have him to his back. And Wesley's trying to get out of it. Kind of in an awkward position. Oh, trying to stack him right there. Wesley's got a leg tied up, and he might have him on his back. Wesley gets his head out. He's trying to drive through it. He's got to get that half out, though, before he can do anything. Snowflake's just kind of holding on for dear life right there. Really trying to get pressure on Wesley's head. Wesley's got to be careful. Get one of his arms out. And there he goes. Looks like he's going to cradle him up.
I'm telling you, it's Gumby down there.
Yeah. And he's cradling him with his legs. Not sure if that's going to work right there. He's got to get his hips up. Well, Snowflake might take him to his back. Now he's just kind of dragging the arm. And they're going to call that a dangerous position. Not quite.
Tell you, from here, it looks like that arm's just hanging on by a thread. To me, it looks like it's a great call by
Yeah, that's a
the
good
official.
job. That's a good job by the official calling that. That's kind of a...
Our official tonight is Chance Sneed. He's from the Sholo area, but he's actually moved down south a little bit, living in the desert. Says it's a little warmer down there and doesn't have to worry about firewood in the winter.
Yeah, that might be the way to go. And it looks like Wesley gets in deep on an ankle pick, just driving him right over it. That's a great shot right there, and he's got him flattened out. And looks like he's going for a chicken wing. Snowflake's going to slough it out. Wesley ties back another wrist. Looks like he's going for a crossface, trying to cradle him up, see if he can get it tied up. He's working hard for it. He's got that leg tied up with it, and he's just going to drive right over it. Snowflake's rolling around with him. Oh, man, doing a great job, Snowflake is.
Oh, look at the flexibility that Snowflake is
Yeah,
showing
he's really
here.
bridging. Wesley's still getting his back points, though. Definitely looking for that pin. Trying to kick that leg out so that Snowflake can't bridge, but Snowflake might bridge right over. He's bridging hard. And he's going to let go of it.
Looks like a couple of times there, Snowflake is about to bridge over and reverse that move.
Yeah. He just about did. Wesley was kicking that leg out, though, making sure it didn't happen. So now going into the third period, we have it 7-0 St. Johns. And we're going to go neutral. They tie up, get moving. Wesley's giving him some fakes. Snowflake gets a reshot. He's in on a single. Wesley's trying to get around it. He's got an ankle tied up. Trying to cross-face him. And really trying to power through him right there. Might be good to get his hands off his leg, though. Probably Wesley's going to reach over. I don't know. Not normally what you do, but who knows? It's Wesley. And he's going to crotch lock him right there. I don't know if he's trying to spladle him or what. And ref's not seeing anything yet. And they're going to call a stalemate right there. Man, Wesley sees things way before I think anybody else can. He found a spladle right there off that shot. And he's just looking for some points right now. Wesley's going to snap him, and Snowflake's going to try to power through into a double. Wesley's going to roll him over. Maybe take him to his back with his legs, but he's got to be careful. He's still just hanging on top of him, Wesley is. Trying to flip him over, maybe get his legs free. And he's got an ankle with it, Wesley does. stopping Snowflake, and they're going to call another stalemate with 44 seconds left in the end of this match.
This has got to be frustrating for the Snowflake wrestlers. Obviously made some great moves, and Gumby down there has just been able to.
Oh, yeah, there's a great outside single by Snowflake. Turns it into a double leg. Wesley's still just reaching right over the top.
And we have a takedown by Snowflake.
Yeah, they're going to call it 2. Maybe a little too early. Snowflake might be able to pop his head out the middle right there. Wesley's got his legs tied up. We'll see what's going on there. And they're going to call that a dangerous position and give Snowflake a point for that.
That brings it 7-3 with almost 22 seconds left in this game. It's actually 21-9.
And St. Johns is still on bottom off that takedown from Snowflake.
Snowflake's going to have to come up with something big here real quick.
Yeah, he's definitely looking for a pin. I don't know if you can get 4 points in a few seconds. Wesley's got to stay tough in these last few seconds. He's got to get his head up, get out of there. Snowflake's staying real heavy on top. Looks like he's looking for a half. But that's going to be the end of it. Final score 7-3. Great match right there by both wrestlers.
That was a tremendous match. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, Wesley definitely throwing some crazy moves in there, and Snowflake's taking it pretty good. Still working his stuff. Got some good work done there.
And that win puts St. Johns on the board. It's 21-3 with Snowflake leading.
And at 138, we have Peter Casey from St. Johns versus Kyler Craner from Snowflake. Looks like Snowflake's in on a single leg right there. Peter's trying to defend it with the whizzer. He's going to get free of it. Good movement by both wrestlers right there. Peter's going to snap and just go right into a double leg. That's a great shot by Peter. Looking for a half, doesn't quite get it. He's looking for a cradle. Might be careful, he's a little too aggressive right there. And Snowflake is going to reverse him. Looking for a half, he's got good pressure on his head. Peter's got to get out of that. Get his head up. And there he goes, he's trying to pinch it off. Slide his knee up, get his head up. Snowflake's got a deep tight waist, trying to suck him back a little bit. And Peter's going to try to stand up and switch, and there's one. So that's going to make it 3-2. St. John's on top. Snowflake goes in for a shot. Peter's trying to circle around it, but Snowflake's got that leg tied up still. Peter's going to reach across. Now he's got to move his feet. That's when he's got to circle right now, and they're just going to stand up with it. They got their arms tied up. Snowflake goes in for another shot. Peter's trying to circle it. He's got that cross face. It's probably stopping him, and he's going to drive right over it. He's got him tied up. He's on his back. Peter's trying to Saturday Night Ride him right there. Look like Snowflake's trying to get out of it. He's going to... Peter's working hard, trying to keep him on his back. Snowflake might get away from it right there, though.
Short time left. Got 10 seconds left in this match.
So Peter's got his 3 points. He's just trying to flatten him out for a pin right now. And I don't know if he's going to get it. That's going to be the end of the first period. So that'll make it 8-2. St. John's on top. And Snowflake will defer. St. John's chooses neutral. That was a great takedown by Peter right off the bat. Just a snap to a double leg. See if he can do it again.
You know, the pace that these two guys are going at is just incredible. It's a lot of fun to watch and get after it like this.
Yeah, they're going at it for sure. Looks like they're kind of in a whizzer. Peter's going to try to throw him. Got to keep his hips up, though. We'll see what they do. Snowflake's going to step over. Peter's going to get his hips up. Might have ended up on top, but they go out of bounds. And back to the center in neutral. And they tie back up. Peter's hooked over the top of him. It's like Snowflake goes in for a single, but Peter sees it coming. He's got an arm sucked up, though, kind of keeping Peter from coming around. Peter's got to keep his hips up. And he's trying to drive through it, but they're pretty close to out of bounds. He's going to have to bring him back in if he wants to get around. Peter's going to cross face him right there and try to drive through it. Trying hard to stay in bounds. It looks like he's looking for a screwdriver maybe off that. The Snowflake's flattened out pretty good. It's going to be hard to get. Peter's got to get his legs out. He's looking for a cradle right now, but that's dangerous. Dangerous work right there. It looks like Snowflake's going to step on top. Peter's really got to suck that up if he wants a cradle right there. Still no points called. Snowflake's got his hips on top. Peter's got to get moving. And Peter's got to let go.
A great move by Mr. Craner to get through that.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like Snowflake's going to go for a cradle. See if he can get him tied up. Doesn't look like he's going to get it, and Peter's trying to get his head up and get back to his stand-up. Snowflake's still hanging over him. Peter's looking to reach back. And Snowflake's going to go for a power half. Got lots of pressure on the head. Might be able to get it. He's going to go off of it. Peter's got to get moving. He's sitting there on bottom a little bit. And that's the end of the second period. Now,
That was a great period. Both wrestlers on top. Both wrestlers were in good position and showed a lot of strength and tenacity on that.
yeah, for sure. Snowflake chooses bottom for the final period of this match. So St. Johns will cover. Like, he's got to pull his mask back up before they get started. He's going to reach for an ankle, try to stop his first move. Gets a wrist tied up right there. Snowflake gets free of it, though. Peter's a little high right there. Snowflake's trying to suck him over. Peter's got that leg stubbied right there. He's real high now. Snowflake feels it, and he's trying to suck him over that elbow. He's got a leg tied up now. Peter's trying to cradle him again, but this is the same position he just got taken down in. He's got to pick his hips up, make sure he doesn't give up back points right now, pinch that arm off. Snowflake's working hard for a half, got lots of pressure on his head. Peter's got to look away and pinch that off. And, oh, man, he might take him to his back. Peter's really working, and they're going out of bounds. 8-6. Snowflake's starting to catch up.
Yeah, if Craner can get Peter on his back, he'll be able to take the lead here.
Yeah, really working hard in this third period. Snowflake is really just working through the pain. Gets tough in the third period. Kind of gassed a little bit, but Snowflake's still getting work done. And see if he can get anything on top right here. Looks like he's got a wrist tied up. He's looking for a half. Peter's got to keep his head up right there. And he's going to try to flip him over it. Not quite going to get it. Peter's got to get moving. If he's not scoring points, the other guy will.
It looked like Craner was real close to getting some points on that one.
Yeah, close. He's looking for a cradle. Might have it tied up right now. Peter's going to break free of it.
30 seconds. At what point do you start looking to cut and get it, let him go, get a takedown, and maybe get a better position?
Oh, man, he's getting close on top right now. I don't know. It doesn't look like their coaches are telling him to. I don't know if they know exactly what the time is. Looks like they're just telling him to drive over. Peter's trying to switch. Might be able to flip him over and get him to his back. He's going to have to, if he wants a pin, he's going to have to do it quick.
Yeah, we're sitting at 5 seconds.
Yeah, and that's going to be the end of this match. 8-6. 10-6 for the reversal. So that's 3 more points for St. Johns, making it 21-6. Snowflake on top.
I'll tell you what a match. Tremendous match. Mr. Craner gave great effort, just wasn't able to get him tilted enough to get the back point to take the lead on that one.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All these matches have been great. Really, both wrestlers working hard. Just stout, staying in good position for the most part. Really getting a lot done.
Conditioning looks really good too. Neither one seems to be dying in the third period and tiring out. It's just mano a mano up here.
Yeah, so right here at 145 we have JT Richardson from St. Johns versus Rory Owens from Snowflake. Looks like JT comes out fast, looking for a single leg. Snowflake's got a lot of pressure right there on top. Might be able to break him down. JT's got to keep sliding his knees. He's got a lot of pressure on that head, Snowflake does. Really stretching him out. JT's got to keep moving. And he's going to reach on top and sloughs him off. Not quite 2 yet, and there it is. The ref's going to reward him his 2 points. Trying to tilt him.
That's a great
Might be able to. Not quite going to get it. He's got a chicken wing. Probably shouldn't reach over the top right there. There we go. Trying to tie up that wrist with the chicken wing. And he's got him flattened out right there. Just got to start driving. Oh, he's going to suck him back and catch him on his back right there. Trying to sink a half in. Snowflake's got his hips turned over. Working hard not to give up those back points. And JT's still looking for that. He's going to let go of it, though.
He got 2 back points out of that, so
Okay.
pretty
He
successful move.
Gave him 2. And it looks like he's going for a Turk right now. Snowflake does a good job of kind of turning it into a scramble position right there. Got his arm free. And JT's looking for a Turk. Can't quite get his leg through, though. He's still got a wrist tied up. And he's looking for that Turk again. Looks like he's got the leg scooped. He's got to come over the top and get his head now. Snowflake bellies, gets out of it, not giving up any points. JT goes in for a crossface right there. Looking for a screwdriver, but man, Snowflake's tripoded. That's going to be hard. And that's the end of the first period. 4-0, St. Johns on top. So St. Johns defers, and it looks like Snowflake's going to go ahead and choose neutral. Tough by Snowflake. JT got it in on an early shot, and Snowflake just had insane head pressure, or just had insane pressure on JT's head. JT couldn't do a whole lot about it. JT goes in for a shot, comes back up, and reaches for an ankle, trying to get around and maybe drive through him. Looks like Snowflake's got an elbow tied up. JT's got to keep driving through it, though. Can't stop right there in that position. He's got him tied up, and he's going to get his 2 right there. Maybe let go of the crossface. He sees something right there. He's got to keep moving. Snowflake tripods, might be able to back right out of it. And they're going to stop the match so Snowflake can fix his headgear.
You know, it's another tough match. Snowflake is obviously showing that he's a great wrestler. JT is showing a lot of technical skill at this point and fighting through, and we should have another great period and a half.
Yeah, Snowflake, all their matches so far, they've done a great job of sliding their knees and standing right up. St. John's had a hard time keeping them down and getting any points right there from top. Looks like might have a claw right there, JT. He's got a deep, tight waist and a wrist right there. Make sure he stays behind him. Trying to break him down. Snowflake's going to switch. JT doesn't let it happen, though. He's got another crossface in. That's really where he's getting in bad position, is when he looks for that crossface right there. And Snowflake's going to drive through it and get a reversal.
Great job by the Snowflake kid. Just keep after that.
Looking for he's got a good power half right there. Oh, JT's really got to work. Make sure he stays off his back. He's going to flip him over. JT's on his back right now. Snowflake's driving. He's got 20 seconds left. Plenty of time to get a pin. JT's really working right there. He's got to get an arm through, though. And he's going to get the pin.
What a match. What a match. Great job by Snowflake.
Yeah, that's an incredible job by Snowflake. Really working hard on top to get him to his back and getting that pin.
You know, JT dominated again. Period and a half, pretty much on top, had his way, but you could just see the Snowflake kid keep fighting. JT gets a little bit out of position, and he takes advantage of it and gets the pin.
Absolutely.
Stretching their lead 27-6.
Yeah, this is going to be tough for St. John's to come back. They really got to start winning these matches, get some pins, get some points. Oh man, both these wrestlers come out firing. Both throwing some heavy hands. Snowflake trying to keep him on his toes, give him some fakes, keep him moving. They tie up right there. St. John's is pushing into him. Snowflake's got an underhook right there. And he's going to try to duck it. They come back in. Ren gets deep on a double leg, trying to run right through it. Snowflake's got great defense right there, though. He's going to try to throw him. Ren doesn't let it happen, and they go out of bounds. Man, great fight right here. They come back to the center. Snowflake's going to come in for a ankle pick. Ren's tied up. Might be smart to get a wizard right there, and he's going to return him to the mat. Ren's trying to work off the bottom. He's up to his base. Snowflake's got some wrists tied up. Looks like Snowflake might be looking to put some legs in maybe. He's got a half right there. Ren's up on top. Oh, he's got his legs in. He's got him spread out pretty good. And he's got a wrist. He's trying to work on top. Can't really get a whole lot. He's got him sprawled out. Trying to get a hammer lock right there. Ren's really working not to give it to him. Trying hard to get those legs out. He might be smart to reach for the head right there and try to take him over. It looks like Snowflake's got a deep power half in. Really doing good on top. And Snowflake's got him flattened out again. It's like ref's not seeing any back points yet. We'll see if he starts calling them. Not seeing anything. Still not seeing anything. And there's the end of the period. So that's 2-0. Snowflake on top right now.
Another tough match. I mean, Snowflake's been on top for a long time. Dominated, but only gets 2 points.
Yeah, definitely an aggressive match. Both these wrestlers came out real hard, real fast. And Snowflake ended up with the takedown off that just quick shot right off the whistle. They're going to tie up. Snowflake's trying to duck. Might be able to get it. St. John's is trying to get their hips on top. Pretty high, though. Got to be careful right there. And he's got to keep his hips up. Got to keep his hips up. He's trying to scoot back on top of him. Still no points yet. Dangerous position. And he's got a leg right there. He's getting some back points. Kind of a crazy position. Snowflake might get his head out and end up on top right there. And that's what happens. Looks like he's got a stubby in right there, looking for a crossface maybe. He's working, listening to his coaches. Ren stands up, trying to get away, rolls him over. Ren's got to keep moving on bottom. Trying to get his wrist out. There we go, he gets his hips up to a tripod. Maybe slide a knee right here. And he's trying to spladle him right there, Snowflake is. Probably not the best idea to reach over the top right there unless he can get his leg out. And Ren's trying to figure out what to do. Trying to suck him back on top of it. And maybe get his leg out. Snowflake's trying to tie it up. Oh, there we go. Ren's on top. Probably in some better position right there. Maybe go for a half or something. And Snowflake holds on to that leg, keeping himself alive right there. And there's 5 seconds left. Snowflake is flattened out, and that's probably going to be the end of the second.
Great job by Ren there in the last 10 seconds being able to get the takedown or the reversal points.
Oh, yeah, definitely a crazy scramble position right there. Ren just kind of took a lesson from Wesley and went for it. And it looks like Snowflake's going to choose bottom right there. He's set, and St. John's will cover. And Ren stops his first move, gets him flattened out. Trying to tie up a wrist. Maybe he has a chicken wing in there. And he's running it hard right now. And he's got him on his back. Looking for a pin. See if he can get it. He's gotten flattened out pretty good. And there's a pin. There's 6 points for St. John's, the first pin of the night.
What a match. You know, Snowflake, give all the credit to him. He dominated this match for a period and a half, almost 2 full periods. Ren gets an opportunity on top and is able to seize it.
Absolutely. That's just hard work on top right there by Ren. Really getting it done.
Tremendous match.
Yeah.
That brings St. John's within 15. It's 27 for Snowflake, 12 for St. John's.
Now at 160 from St. John's, we have Jace Clarkson versus Braden Lewis from Snowflake. And they're coming in hand fighting. Snowflake's really trying to tie up on that arm tight. Gets an underhook. Under and over. And he's just going to power right over Jace right there. Jace is on his back, really fighting hard. Definitely don't want to give up this pin right now.
Great move by Snowflake. You know, gets a takedown and has back points right away.
Yep, and man, Jace fights off his back like nobody else. And he gets out of it right there. Back to his base, trying to switch. Snowflake does a good job of driving right through it. Trying to get his wrists out. Snowflake's got a lot of pressure on his head, looking for a half. But he's got an illegal hold right there. 2 halves in at one time. Can't do that, so they'll go back to the middle and start over with St. John's on bottom. And it looks like we're going to have some blood time. Looks like St. John's is bleeding somewhere.
Yeah, it looked like on the bridge of his nose, somewhere in that scramble, it looked like his headgear got pulled down, which probably scratched him up top.
Yep.
So Gage, what's the key on the bottom on being able to be put in a position like he was just put in and being able to fight your way out of it? What's the key?
Oh man, well, it's different in whatever move he has you in, but really your first focus is make sure your shoulder blades aren't touching. Usually that's bridge, and then usually you can kind of snake an arm through and get your shoulders turned over and get out of it. That's usually what you're looking for first. It's like Jason's looking for a stand-up right off the bat. He stands up. He's going to get returned. Snowflake's got him tied up. Flattened out. Jace works back up to a base. Really sliding his knees and standing up. Great job on bottom by Jace right now. Snowflake's got him flattened out. Jason's still trying to slide his knees, get his hands free. And he's working back up to his base. Slides a knee. Oh, be careful to stay off his back. Snowflake's just going to suck him up. And I don't think he'll get any points off of it. Jason's got to keep moving in that scramble right there. He slides his knee, goes for a switch again. Be careful he doesn't get sucked back again. He's got to turn his hips. Oh, Snowflake had that arm. He couldn't get turned around. Snowflake's got that arm sucked up tight behind his back. Jason's coming back up for a stand-up. He's going to get returned hard right there. And Snowflake's got a hammer lock. And he's going to run in for a half right there. He's got a chicken wing off that, and he's going to start running it, but that's the end of the first period.
A great period for the Snowflake wrestler. Oh, we have a moment. Just give a little shout out again to Legacy Teen Productions and Tanisha Little on the cameras. Victor Chavez running the switcher. Gage Heap is the voice. Just a partnership with the Legacy Teen Centers and give an opportunity for our young high school kids to learn how to do different things.
All right, pretty awesome. You guys do this. It looks like Jace went in for a single, kind of in a scramble right here, not getting any back points off of it. Jace get his hips on top, but Snowflake circles around, doing a good job of staying in good position. He ends up on top. Looks like he's got some wrists tied up, trying to flatten him out. Jace still trying to get his wrists out in front, get him away. And he's sliding his knee good. Trying to break that grip. Make sure he doesn't get sucked back. He's trying to get his hips up. Oh, he's reaching for a head now. He's going to get sucked back. And he gets out of it. No points off his back yet. Right there. And looks like Snowflake's trying to stack him up, get a half. Spinning around. He's got him on his back. He's getting some back points. He's got a leg in there, too. Pretty tough position for Jace. He's got to keep working. Can't flatten out right there. He's got to keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. And he does. Gets out of it, gets his hips turned over, and his shoulders follow. Snowflake's still got a wrist tied up. And heavy on that head, might have him to his back. Jace rolls out of it. Jace is trying to get his hips away right now. Snowflake's got a leg in, got him on his back. Ref's not seeing any back points off of it. Still nothing yet. Still nothing. There he goes. He's starting to count. He stops. Not seeing anything. Jace has got to get that arm out. Get his hips over. And that's the end of the second period. 10-1 Snowflake. And St. Johns is going to go ahead and choose neutral for this third period. We'll get started and see if Jace can catch back up or get a pin right here. Both hand fighting, giving him some fake shots. He's got to get a reshot off that, though. Getting that Snowflake wrestler to move, kind of make him react and then get another shot off of it. Snowflake goes in for a shot, gets his hips on top, but they're going to go out of bounds and go back to the center and neutral.
St. John's wrestlers really going to have to step it up. You get it down 10-1 with a minute 45 left. They'll start getting some points.
Yep. Get to work right now. It's time. He's giving him some level changes. They tie up tight. Looks like Snowflake's got a good underhook right there. Jace trying to snap him hard. Throws him off. Dives in on a shot. And they'll see if they call it two. There's his 2 points. So he's on top. Right now is his perfect chance to go out and get his pin right now. That's what he's looking for.
Great job at Chase. I'd like to also welcome Dakota Albertson up here on the main camera as part of the Legacy production crew.
And Jay's got a deep tight waist right there, looking for an arm bar. Comes off of it, comes into a half. He's got a lot of pressure on the head, might be able to drive him over it. Can't stop though, he's got to keep working. Still got his head on the mat. He's got another half. Snowflake stands up. Jace's looking for a turn. There it is. He's got him flattened out right there. Snowflake bases up. Jace is still looking for that half. Really trying to get a lot of pressure on his head. Snowflake's not having it. And Jace is really wanting that half. Really driving hard. And Snowflake might be able to get away right there. He can get his hips out. He's got that arm tucked up, and he's going to get out for one. No, not yet. There we go. They're going to call that two reversal. Jay's got to stay off his back. He's got 25 seconds. Got to do something right now if he wants to win this. Snowflake's sitting on top right there. He's got a wrist tied up. And ref's going to call it out of bounds with 9 seconds. They'll go back to the center.
I think this is the first time we've seen a kid looking a little bit tired tonight. But this has been a heck of a match. He's worked really hard. 12-3 lead at this point. Just tough. And even when he was on the bottom, he's still extremely tough.
Yeah. And he's got that ankle tied up. 5 seconds left. Chase has got to get going. And that's the end of it. So it'll be 12-3 with Snowflake on top. There's 3 more points for Snowflake. That'll make it 30-12. I'm not too quick at math, but we'll see if St. Johns is able to get some pins and maybe be able to catch up.
Looks like they put 31-12. It might have been a 4-point match because of the point differential.
All right, yeah. So right now at 170 we have from St. Johns we have James Thomas versus Rev Brimhall from Snowflake. Both come out tied up tight. St. Johns is giving him some shots. Trying to tie up on top. Trying to pancake him right there. Doesn't get it. He's circling around. He's got him tied up pretty good. Looking for a pancake again. Can't get it. Snowflake's got his elbows tied up. And they're going to go back to neutral. Great movement right here. Right at the beginning of this match.
The way they're going at each other, it could be an instant classic.
Absolutely. Both looking for something. James got an underhook right there. Might be able to toss it up and go for a single. He's going to snap him down with it. Snowflake's done a good job after they get snapped down and sucking up that elbow. And James is going to get 2 back points right there. Got to be careful. Looking for a crossface. That's where St. John's gotten in trouble tonight, is with that crossface. But he's going to get out of it and stay on top. Trying to break him down to that wrist. Looking for a half. Snowflake's trying to get his hips on top. Might be able to. James is going to try to suck him up and get him to his back, and they're going to go out of bounds. No change right there, so Snowflake will go back on bottom. 2 stout kids right here. Both wrestling hard so far in this first period.
Brimhall kid showed great balance there. And almost being able to reverse out of that.
Yeah, definitely. See what he has. It looks like Snowflake's going to stand up, and James is going to drop in on a single. Snowflake's whizzering hard. James reaches up to a hip, trying to drop back down on a single, and Snowflake's going to get his one escape. And see who pulls the trigger first. James giving him some snaps. Tied up. And James gives him a reshot right there. Nothing yet, though. Looks to fly him by. Reshot to a double leg, and they're going to go out of bounds right at the end of that period. Good shot, or reshot by James off his flyby right there. Just ran out of time and went out of bounds. So it looks like St. John's is going to choose bottom right here for the second period. Snowflake's coach is telling him to get a lot of pressure on top. James goes for a switch. Doesn't get it. Goes to a tripod. Trying to slide his knee. Snowflake's got good pressure right there. Got James on his head. And he's looking to tie up a wrist right there. Going to get a ball and chain off of it. See if he can get it tied up. James got to get his head up right now. And slide his knees and get out of that bottom position. He's got a tripod right there, trying to break his hips free. He switches and gets a 2 reversal. Looking for a half. Snowflake stands back up, trying to reverse. James does a good job of staying on top. Goes for crossface again, and he's going to let him go for a 1-point escape. And Snowflake goes in for a double leg. Might have him right there. James trying to get a crotch lock. He's got to get his hips up if he wants to do it, though. And there's 2 for Snowflake. James got to bail out of that right now before he goes to his back. Looks like that's what he'll do. And they're close to out of bounds right there. We'll see if Snowflake can get anything on top, or if James can get an escape or a reversal. Tries to flip his hips over on top, and they go out of bounds, so they'll head back to the center with 30 seconds left in the second period. Snowflake's going to line up on the opposite side and reach for an ankle. James tripods right there. Snowflake's going to mat return him right over his head. James stands right back up looking for a switch. Snowflake flattens out, and he gets it. There's a reversal for St. John's looking for a screwdriver. Really driving hard on it. Snowflake's making sure he's not giving it up. And gets in on a single. James going to throw him to his back. And he's
time here.
He's got him tied up. And there's the end of the second period right there. James is going to get 3 points off that move, though. That makes it 11-4. Really, if you're St. John's right here, you got to get some pins if you want to catch up in the team score. And so that's what James is probably looking for in this final period of his match. He lines up on the opposite side, tries to chop him down, stops his first move. not really able to tie up that wrist. Looking for hooks. Trying to tie him up, and Snowflake's going to get an escape right there. Wrestler's looking a little tired. Snowflake's going to try to fly by, but James gets out of it, trying to circle around, and he's going to get his 2 takedown. He's looking for a pin right now. That's what he's got to be doing. Trying to pull that arm back. Snowflake's not giving it to him. Snowflake bases back up, keeping his head up good, slides his knee, stands up, and he's going to get another escape right there.
Dale, these two wrestlers have fought hard tonight. They're both looking a little gassed finally.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They tie up right there. Snowflake goes in for a shot, doesn't get it. James throws him right by. Looking for 2. Might roll him over right there. And he's getting some back points. He's going to get his hips away and gets his 2 takedown and 2 back points. About 50 seconds right here. 15-6. And St. Johns is looking for a pin. Snowflake stands up. James returns him. Looking for a half right there. He's got to get driving. He's got lots of pressure on his head. Might be able to get it. He can't stop. And he gets him flipped over. He doesn't have it very tight, though. Posts that arm out. Not in position for a pin right now. Doesn't look like.
Said about 20 seconds left. See if we can.
He's trying to push his shoulder down with his knee. Kind of a little high right there. Snowflake might be able to switch over, get his hips up. He's got 9 seconds left. James got to get that pin. He's really sucking down hard on it, but it doesn't look like he's going to get it. So that's the end of the match.
Great win for Jamer here. Tough match, but you got to give credit to the Snowflake kid, Brimhall kid, not giving up the pin, making it a lot harder for St. Johns to come back and get enough points.
Yeah, 1 point away from a tech. Real close for St. Johns right there. So next up at 182, we have Jacob Skousen from St. Johns versus Payson Carden from Snowflake. And it looks like they're getting him signed in at the table right now. And there we go.
St. John's got 5 points, looks like, on that one. It's 31-17.
And ref's doing something at the table.
I think he went and got a tic-tac. His breath's getting to him.
They shake hands and they'll get started. They're moving, they tie up, push off, come back to the center. Jacob's trying to get him moving. Standing up, probably not a good idea. Both kind of hesitant at first. Snowflake's got a 2-on-1 right there, tied up pretty good. He's got his head in it, and he's going to let go of it. Tie up right there. Jacob goes in for a double leg. Got to stay in bounds with it right now. Snowflake's giving him some great defense. And he's going to stay in bounds. Just got to get up on top, maybe looking for a Turk. He switches his hips. Snowflake hangs onto that leg. He doesn't have his 2 yet. There's his 2, and Snowflake gets away. There's one escape. Snowflake's giving him some level changes, keeping him on his toes. Both looking for a tie-up they want. Snowflake gets deep on a double leg, and he's going to take him down. Jacob's got to get up, get out of there. He's going to break him down to get a chicken wing. He's trying to work him over it. Jacob's got his hips up, though. Trying to reverse him. Don't know what he's going for right there. And got to keep moving. He can't stop right there. Jacob's trying to get out of it. Snowflake's going to drop in on a single leg, and Jacob's going to get the reversal. And that's going to be the end of this first period.
It looked to me like on that one, the Snowflake kid in control at that point. kept pushing, and the pressure just worked himself into getting reversed on that one. He just missed.
Jacob really found where his pressure was and pushed him right over it. And so we're back to neutral for the second period. Both tied up. Jacob gets in on a single leg, trying to switch off to a double. Driving him through it, might be able to catch him on his back. He's got to really focus on it. Get a half right there. He doesn't get it. And trying to get his wrist tied up. He's got him flattened out pretty good right now. Snowflake's coming up to a base. And no points yet. Snowflake's got that elbow tied up. Jacob's trying to drive him over it, maybe get to a cradle. Really got to drive through it, though. He's going to let go of it, and he's going to let him go for one. Come back in, try to get a takedown. They're in neutral right on the edge of the mat. He's giving him some snaps. Jacob throws him right to his back. Got to stay in bounds right now. He's got him on his back. St. Johns needs a pin. Might be able to. He's got to stay in. And they're going to go out of bounds. Gets his 2 takedown and 3 back points.
Looks like he just caught him in a great position on the takedown attempt and was able to flip him on that one.
Yep, he caught him. Caught him right where he wanted him. Was able to throw him over to his back.
Opportunistic job there.
Yep, for sure. So they're starting again. Snowflake's trying to stand up, gets to a tripod right there, runs out of it. Jacob's having a hard time keeping him down after he gets a takedown right there. Snowflake gets in on a single leg. Jacob's trying to get away from it. Snowflake's really driving through it right there. Jacob's keeping his legs back, trying to circle around, and he's going to get 2 more points. Trying to get a head lever, working for it, trying to break him down. Maybe suck him back right there. He's got to get back in better position. Snowflake's trying to throw him over. He's in on a single leg right now. Jacobs swings around, and there's no points off that.
Yeah, the Snowflake kid just keeps coming at you.
Yeah, he's doing a great job on bottom. Jacobs not able to keep him down. He's let him up quite a few times.
What a tremendous match.
And looks like Snowflake is going to choose top for this final period of this match. Jacob tries to hit a switch. Snowflake follows it good. Jacob's trying to stand up now. And gets away. Snowflake goes in for a single. Jacob gets him flattened out. He's looking for a pin right now. He's got to go get a pin. Looking for an arm bar. Doesn't have the wrist tied up, though. There he goes. He's got it. Looking for something. He hasn't been able to tie up his wrist very good so far. Snowflake's doing a great job of moving on bottom. Not giving him anything. Jacob's going to come out to a knee and try to drive him over it. Flattens him out right there. Maybe keep going for a turkey. He's going to let off of it. Snowflake slides his knee and gets out. There's 1 point, and they're going to have him fix his mask. Snowflake gets in on a quick single. Jacob might be able to flip him over to his back. He's really working hard for it, but he's got a half in right there. He's got to drive hard. He's getting him there. Snowflake's bridging hard. Jacob might be able to get it. He can't let that arm get out.
About 50 seconds left. Can he hold it?
And he's going to get out of it, it looks like. Jacob's going to let him up again. He's got to go get a takedown right now. Can't just sit there.
You can tell Jacob's just gassed at this point.
Let Snowflake get around. Snowflake's going to try to get his legs in. He's looking for a pin right now. Jacob can't give up right there. He's got to keep moving. He's got a half on him. He's got him to his back.
Great move by the Snowflake.
Jacob can't stop there.
He's got a short
He's
time,
not-
about 10 seconds to hold it.
There it is.
Great finish by the Snowflake wrestler.
Absolutely. He was just about pinned there for a second and flipped him right over. Got a pin for himself. Great job by Snowflake. Just right there at the end, not giving up.
I just kept showing patience, kept fighting, kept working, and was able to get in a good position to get the pin with about 3 seconds left. So maybe it's 9.
Now 195, we have Slade Nevin from St. Johns versus Bryce White from Snowflake. Slade comes out moving, gets in on a double leg, takes him down, trying to get him to his back. Doesn't have a half in. He's got his legs pulled up. He's got his takedown right there, trying to get him tied up. Looking for a chicken wing maybe. Oh, got to be careful with his hips right there. Snowflake's trying to reach over the top, maybe stand up. Slade's going to throw him back onto himself. And Snowflake's going to get a reversal. Throwing him around on top a little bit. And might be able to suck Slade back. Slade does a good job getting back to his base. Trying to slide knee and stand up. Snowflake's got a lot of pressure on top. And Snowflake's trying to run the Turk in right there. He's got a crossface too. Slade can't stop moving. Looks like he's got a cradle. Slade's got to break those hands. He's getting his back points, looking for a pin. And he's going to roll him back out. Slade's got to break that grip right there. And he's got his hands free. There we go. He gets off his back. Snowflake's doing a great job on top, just getting points right there. Real heavy pressure on top. But it looks like that's going to be the end of the first period. And it's 6-2. Snowflake on top. Snowflake chooses top. Slade's really got to work in getting to his base and getting out of bottom. Snowflake was kind of working him there right at the end of the first period.
Yeah, Snowflake had Slade in a tough spot there. It looked like he was
Slade
going to get him.
Stands up, drops in on a single, wrapping his leg around. Might not want to do that. He's got a wizard. Snowflake's going to stay on top. He's got him in a cradle again. Doesn't quite have his hands locked up, though. Slade's got to get that out of there. Can't give it to him. Looks like he's got it locked up, and he's trying to push him over his hip. And he's got him flipped over. Slade breaks the grip. Looks like he's coming back. Snowflake's going in for a power half right there. He's running it. Got him pretty tight on his back. Slade's trying to flip out right there, and he gets out. Up to his base. Snowflake breaks him down. And he's got that wrist tied up. Slade's coming back up to his base, getting his knees under him. Snowflake's got that wrist. And he's got a chicken wing off of it. Slade's got to get moving. Snowflake's just working it. And Slade's back on his back again. Ref's looking for it. Looking for it.
About 15 to go.
And there's a pin.
So the Snowflake had just was patient, kept going move after move, putting Slade on his back, just kept working him, and I think just overpowered him and overworked him and showed a lot of skill there.
Yep. And next up at 220, we have Kyson Price from St. Johns versus Claire Tyler from Snowflake.
That puts the score of 43 for Snowflake, 16 for St. Johns.
Kyson comes out with a hard snap, trying to circle around him. Snowflake comes in on a leg. And St. Johns has a takedown right there. Trying to break him down. Snowflake's trying to hit a switch. Kyson tries to suck him back. He's got a wrist tied up, trying to run him over the top of it. Puts in a half. Snowflake's got a leg tied up, might be able to switch his hips on top. And Kyson's sucking him in his back. He should be getting some back points right there. And he sinks in that half. Just trying to suck it up and get another pin for St. Johns. St. Johns hasn't been very successful getting any pins tonight. And there he goes. He's in pretty good position for a pin. Snowflake's not giving it to him yet, though. Really posting up that arm, trying to get out of it. And there's a pin for St. Johns. Good job by Kyson, just coming out and getting it done. Not messing around, just getting to work.
Great job. Great job with both wrestlers there. Moves it a little bit closer, 22-43.
Yep. And for this final match of the night at 285, we have Nick Patterson from St. Johns versus Carter Solomon from Snowflake.
Solomon kid is a big, strong kid from Snowflake, you know. It's a lot of weights can be pushed around down there. Both strong kids.
Yep, absolutely. They come in tying up. Snowflake or St. Johns gets in on a single leg, takes him down, trying to get him to his back right there. Might be able to. He's got to maybe hook that arm, put in a half. Be careful, be careful, be careful. And he's got a half in right there. Wow, that's a great job by Nick, just getting it done. There's his pin.
I tell you, Nick brings a lot of strength to the match, but man, I don't know if there's anyone as quick as him at the heavyweight division.
Yeah, me either. He's got it all. He's looking pretty good so far this season. And he goes out and gets the pin right off the bat right there. So the final score, Snowflake ends up on top, 43-28. Great duel tonight. Lots of great matches.
That was tremendous wrestling. You know, St. John's comes in obviously very well coached, great kids. Show that they can take care of business. You know, we've been here a few times, and St. John's hasn't been pressed, and then for Snowflake to come in here and get them by a 43-28 score, that's an impressive night for Snowflake.
Absolutely, yeah, they did a great job.
Give them a lot of credit. Give their coaches a lot of credit.
For sure.
And hopefully they have a safe trip home. Give a shout out to Pacer Wilt Bank, the #1 fan in Utah of Redskin Wrestling. TJ Little, JB Angler, Caden Castleberry, Dakota, The Voice, Gage Heap, Paul Hancock, and Victor Chavez. Wish you guys all a great evening tonight, and thank you for tuning in to Legacy Teen Productions.